Hello, I'm Nanette Nessel. I'm a board-certified physician who's been practicing medicine for over 20 years, and I'd like to talk to you about pharmacogenomics testing. Pharmacogenomics is the study of your genetic makeup and using that information to determine how you will respond to drugs or medications. What that means is that we can take information about your DNA and tailor your medication list specifically to your own personal genetic makeup. What does that mean to you? Well, have you ever been on a medication and had problems with side effects, or it just wasn't effective? This is a way to find the right medication for the right person at the right dose on the first try. Let me give you an example. Say that you have something like depression. There are a lot of medications out for depression. Different ones work differently in different people. We could put you on the medicine that we think is going to work, and it may or may not happen. We may have to change your medication 3 or 4 times before we find one that is both effective and doesn't cause you problems with side effects. Have you ever had side effects so bad that you actually had to stop the medication? It happens. And it's not because your doctor isn't paying attention or isn't doing his job correctly. It's just that until now, we didn't know that much about how to pick a particular medication for a particular person. I know in my family this has been an issue. I know I've had to stop medications because of side effects. But for me, it was never a really major problem. It was just an inconvenience or discomfort. However, I have a family member who took a medication exactly as it was written on the bottle and ended up unresponsive and being rushed to the emergency room in an ambulance. She was there for several days. She's fine now, but she was in the hospital for several days. She lost an awful lot of money through lost wages from the time she missed at work. She lost her spot in the nursing school program. All of this because the wrong medication was prescribed at the wrong dose. She's now afraid to go back and take that medication, which I totally understand. She's also afraid to take any medications now for that particular condition. And it would be great if we could do a test that would tell us what medications are going to work for a particular patient. We now have that ability. We can do a test. It's not a blood test. It's a buccal smear. It's one of those swabs that goes inside your mouth like you see on CSI. With that test, we get a list of medications and how your body responds. Your doctor can use this information to decide which drugs are best for you, which ones are going to be most effective, and which ones are going to have the least number of side effects. Perhaps you have had cancer, or have a friend or family member who's battled cancer. For several years now, we've been able to do testing on cancers to determine what medication is going to be most effective for that particular cancer. But it didn't tell us anything about how that patient was going to respond to the medications. Wouldn't it be great if we could find the medication that works for your family member's cancer, but doesn't give them any side effects? This kind of testing is available now. It's called pharmacogenomics testing. It's covered by most insurances. Talk to your physician about pharmacogenomics testing.